In the Garten of BanBan series, we've met more than 50 characters, but while many of them are already confirmed dead, there's another group that often gets overlooked. These are the forgotten characters, ones who showed up for a moment, seemed important, and then slowly disappeared from the story. And today, we're going to talk about them, starting with a fan favorite, Slow Seline. We first meet Slow Seline in BanBan 2. After escaping Banbalina's classroom, she appears at the end of a hallway, slowly creeping toward the player. Her lines are haunting, with quotes like,
"Hello, please, it hurts. I was promised something big."
These words immediately made her stand out as one of the creepiest mascots. But even though she seemed like a big threat, her story didn't go very far. In BanBan 3, when we play as Stinger Flynn, we encounter her again in the same hallway. But this time, things are different. Instead of attacking, Slow Seline actually warns the player. She says, "You are not one of them. You are new," and then tells us to hide because something is coming. She even runs off to hide herself, which showed a completely new side to her character. Then, in BanBan 4, we see her one final time. She's locked inside one of the prison cells, completely tucked into her shell. Sheriff Toadster even mentions in his audio log that she's been in her shell ever since she arrived, and that nothing has managed to get her out of it. That was the last official appearance of Slow Seline. After that, she vanished from the series completely. And the saddest part? When Sheriff Toadster eventually set all the prisoners free during the chaos of the Naughty One's escape, it's still unknown what happened to her. Did she run? Was she killed off screen? Or is she still out there, forgotten but alive? We just don't know. Yes, she does appear in BanBan 0, but that was only her baby version, which doesn't really count. The Slow Seline most fans loved has been missing for several games now, and it feels like the Euphoric brothers quietly moved on from her storyline. Now let's move on to Queen Bouncelia, another major character who fans hoped would return, but never did. We first meet her in BanBan 4, and she immediately felt like one of the most powerful figures in the kindergarten. But by the end of that same game, Queen Bouncelia meets her downfall. After the Naughty Ones escape from her pouch, she collapses, and it's strongly implied she died. This was later confirmed in BanBan 6's very first teaser trailer, where we can clearly see her body lying unconscious. And yet, despite this, many fans kept holding on to hope, thinking she might somehow make a return in BanBan 7 or 8. But as each new game released, it became clearer and clearer. Queen Bouncelia's story is over. And that brings us to another major forgotten figure, Captain Fiddles. Captain Fiddles is one of the strangest cases in the entire series. As we all know, we've only ever seen him in Stinger Flynn's dream sequences or through wall art scattered across the kindergarten. We've never actually met him physically in the real game world. And this is odd because the developers themselves once confirmed that Captain Fiddles was supposed to play a big role in the story. Fans expected him to show up in BanBan 3, BanBan 4, or even BanBan 6, but instead, all we got were small glimpses and dream cameos. And over time, most players just stopped talking about him. He faded into the background of the series, becoming another forgotten character. But there's still one small piece of hope. In one of the VHS tapes, we can actually see Captain Fiddles standing next to one of the children. That tiny detail suggests he's connected to the missing kids in some way, and maybe, just maybe, that's the reason he's being kept secret for so long. If he does finally appear, it could be in BanBan 9, and his connection to the children might explain everything. For now, though, he remains one of the biggest mysteries and one of the most forgotten characters of all. And then, we have Captain Fiddles' crew. These were the smaller purple variants we first saw back in BanBan 2. But here's the thing, by the time we found them, most of them were already dead. The only one still alive was accidentally killed by the player during the game, which means the crew never had a real chance to shine. After that, they vanished from the story completely. They didn't appear in BanBan 3, BanBan 4, or any of the later games. Honestly, many fans don't even remember they existed. It feels like they were added as background filler and then abandoned, making them some of the most forgotten characters in the entire series. And lastly, we have a group that almost everyone has stopped talking about, the experimental experimental jesters. The experimental jesters were first introduced in BanBan 6. They were 7 malformed variants of Bitter Giggle, each one with different colors and designs, twisted and unstable. Unlike the Gavanium blobs, who kept coming back in multiple games, the jesters only appeared once. They were so unstable that 2 of them even killed each other on the spot, and after BanBan 6, they never returned again. Because of that, most fans now believe they were just a one-time addition. They don't seem to have a deeper story or a reason to appear in future installments. In fact, at this point, it's safe to say that the experimental jesters are some of the most forgotten characters in the whole Garten of BanBan universe. But before we wrap up, there's one more character we absolutely need to talk about. A fan favorite who went from being one of the scariest threats in the series to someone many fans have already started to forget. Yes, I'm talking about Bitter Giggle. Back in BanBan 7, Bitter Giggle was one of the most terrifying enemies we face. His hellish, corrupted form hunted the player in one of the most intense chase scenes in the entire game, just when it seemed like there was no way to survive. Sheriff Toadster stepped in, and in one of the most shocking moments, Bitter Giggle broke through the door and leapt at the sheriff, forcing Toadster to use his ultimate move, the Toadster Taser. That single attack completely destroyed hellish Bitter Giggle, ending his threat right there. For many fans, this felt like a temporary defeat. A lot of people believe Bitter Giggle would come back in BanBan 8, maybe even stronger. But when BanBan 8 finally released, he was nowhere to be seen. The only trace of him was his digital voice assistant, which wasn't the real Bitter Giggle at all, just a leftover system. That absence spoke louder than anything else. BanBan 8 all but confirmed his fate, and yet, for someone who played such a big role in the past, his complete disappearance means many fans are slowly starting to forget about him. And that's the sad truth. Bitter Giggle, one of the creepiest and fan-favorite characters in the whole series, is now joining the list of forgotten characters. Unless the Euphoric brothers shock us in BanBan 9, it seems like his story is over. So now I want to hear from you. Which forgotten character is your favorite? Is it Slow Seline, Queen Bouncelia, Captain Fiddles, his lost crew, the experimental jesters, or even Bitter Giggle himself? Tell me in the comments. I'll be reading every single one. And today's like goal is just 2,000 likes. If we hit it, I'll make more videos about forgotten characters in the BanBan universe. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're very close to hitting 100,000 subscribers, and after that milestone, we'll be dropping a ton of amazing new BanBan theory videos. So hit that subscribe button right now and join us on the road to 100,000. And if you want to uncover even darker secrets, click on this end screen video right now, where I explain the full mystery of Zolphius. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.